Welcome to Onewheel Underground Circuit, the Uno.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Uno, Onewheel Underground Racing Circuit. I'm here with my buddy Joe, a.k.a. Joey Knuckles, a.k.a. Float Ninja. How you doing, Joe?
Good. How you doing today, Ben?
Pretty good. So you've actually hit a lot of the underground circuit trails, right?
I have everything but Slow, Fresno, and I haven't hit the Whoops yet. I've ridden it before, but I haven't hit it officially for the Strava times.
Okay, nice. And which is your favorite track so far that you rode?
I know I said Ganja Smuggler when we talked about it out in LA, but I definitely love Sidewinder. You know, I just had spaced it because I hadn't run it for the Strava thing. I did a run on it, but it was kind of hurt, so I didn't really run it. You know, I just kind of was checking it out. I hadn't been there in years, in like a year. Between Sidewinder and Ganja Smuggler, although Slow looks pretty sick. That view is pretty gnarly.
Yeah, Slow is the most scenic. And people say if it's foggy, you got to watch out because there's cliffs. You don't really know where they're.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
I have vertigo.
Yeah.
So that works out.
You got to get out there.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. There's some stuff happened with the racing this week. Kind of the big news everybody knows about, which is a real bummer, is that Raquel got hurt in a wakeboarding injury. I think hurt her knee. So
she blew everything in her knee, basically. Jeff told me, and broke her leg.
Yeah.
Like the knee wasn't bad enough.
Yeah. So that sucks. And I mean, the only maybe upside regarding the underground circuit is she's already raced every track. I don't think she has a Vegas time, but every other track she raced and put down really good times, and she's still first for the women. So she could still take first place in the standings, even if she's injured for this last part of it.
For the finals.
Yeah. And then, I know some other people got out there, rode some tracks.
They sure did.
Floaty did something we'll talk about in a bit.
He shook things up for sure.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll get into the tracks in a second. Real quick first, we're going to talk about sponsors. So we have a couple more supporter sponsors. The first one, which I'm happy to announce because I'm deeply involved with, is LA Onewheel. So shout out to LA Onewheel, admins pitching in, get the supporter sponsorship going. The next one we have is Wheel Fun Stuff down in San Diego. Shout out to those guys.
Island AJ boys.
Yep. Thanks for the support. And the final supporter sponsor we got now is One Stop Board Shop. And so thanks to you guys as well. Okay, and then now we have a track sponsor to talk about. And I'm looking at your shirt right now. Zen Rides is sponsoring the Las Vegas track. So now people had known it was previously Sever, but Joe, you're involved with this, so you can kind of give us a little breakdown of what's happening there.
Yeah, we basically took over Sever and moving the store to the Las Vegas area. So we'll be centrally located right in Las Vegas by the Rio Hotel and Casino. So, it's going to be a more centrally located spot. Most of our clientele comes from Vegas anyway, so it just made sense to move the store there. I've recently brought on a new partner as well into Zen Rides, and it's actually somebody that you know pretty well. So he's moving out to Vegas.
Whoa! Look who's here. We have a surprise guest.
What up?
Me and Jungle are doing Zen Rides out here.
Woo! Surprise guest. But that's an Uno first.
Here.
Let's get your beer. Let's get a beer open.
Had a beer waiting just for you, Ben.
Yeah, cheers. Did not see that coming. Awesome. Okay, so now we have two guest hosts here talk about the racing.
Yeah, sure.
Here we go. Cheers.
Cheers. All right, sweet. Double the fun.
Double fun. I figured you would like it.
All right, so Zen Rides sponsoring the Vegas track. Whole new stuff going on there. That's pretty awesome. Okay, so now we're going to launch into the standings. First up, we got Lake Tahoe, Sidewinder. I don't think much changed on this one at all, actually, since the last week.
Michael, broke that top.
Yeah, Michael.
It's going to be a hard one to break into for anybody.
But that's a stacked top 10 right there.
Yeah. A lot of good riders have been there. So good luck to anybody who's going to hit that in the last couple of weeks of the racing.
Yeah, you're gonna need it.
Good luck.
And I think we can just move right on to Sacramento. Don't know that this one changed in the last week
Neil's
either.
already up there.
Neil was at the top.
Yeah.
Wade hit it recently, I think. Michael hit it recently. But yeah, that's pretty much.
Yeah, it's gonna be another hard one to break into. I actually ridden that one. That one. Did you ride that one, Ben?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was chunky.
That one's bumpy and
Yeah,
chunky.
that was chunky.
That one was hard. I mean, you got to
Yeah.
run. You got to run up that hill. Nobody's going up that hill to the pavement.
I made it up one of them. I was surprised. I finally made it up one, but obviously not the first one.
Yeah, that one's really bumpy and really hard on the knees if you're not fully 100%. That's for sure.
Yeah, it was challenging. I feel like there's some people that still need to hit that more, like Bodie and Elijah.
Kyle too. I don't know if Kyle's hit it yet.
I don't think Kyle's been there. Bodie's on there, but he
rerun it.
he could do a better time, I think, on that.
Yeah, well, top 10. Yeah, I think so too. These are all most of his runs, if I'm not mistaken, were before the races, like the Central and Western. Right.
Yeah, and when on the Uno last week when Ryan was at the float light shop, they talked about it. So.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sick.
Okay, yeah, let's keep it going. Next one up is Santa Cruz. What changed on this one? Travis got in there.
Oh,
He moved into fifth. It's Travis from San Diego.
dang. Nice work, Travis.
Yep. And I think pretty much everybody else on there is the same as
And
before.
Dave's still down. I love seeing Cade up there. That's so awesome.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
talked about that a bunch because he
Uh-huh.
definitely was on a stock board.
Yeah.
Actually,
His backyard, man. He
Yeah.
knows that thing. Like, he knows
Yeah.
every little
yeah.
rut,
He's
probably.
from San Diego, I guess. So, oh, yeah, the shop. Yeah.
Yeah, and just the fact that they turned Strava on, and did it. I mean, they were aware of it, so it's pretty
I
awesome.
know. And Laser was on there just still.
Laser was on.
Yeah.
He was at 10th last week, so I think
Yeah,
Travis bumped him off.
Right.
But yeah, Santa Cruz is a fun track. That one. What'd you guys think of it?
That was one of my favorites. It was
Yeah.
so fun.
I told you.
I just love being in the the shade and the trees, and the tech was super fun. As long as you didn't run any freaking walkers, other than that, you were good.
reminds me of the course reminds me a lot of like PA, back where I'm from. Philadelphia area.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
right. So I felt like I was at home. If I hadn't lost my board off the side of the cliff, I would have gave Jamie a run for his money.
That last cliff section.
You had to go down in the poison oak to receive his board.
Board, I just would have left.
You came
Yeah.
very close.
I was close. I'll just get a new one at this point.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
one's
I love
cool
that track.
too. It's like you start in the like sandy area that's open, and then you
Mhm.
get into like the redwoods, and then it's like dirt. It's a good track.
Yeah.
It's just long enough that your legs get jello, like towards the end.
Yeah, totally. Okay, so yeah, that was Santa Cruz. Let's keep it going. Next one we're gonna have is Monterey. I don't think this
Oh
one
my
changed in the last week at all either. Austin and Bodie at the top still.
Hey, all that hard work. I went before Shredfest and got up in the top 10 for a while. And all the hard work, and boom.
Every time we get an update, poor Jamie's like
Moving down. Yeah.
It's all good. It's what it's all about.
Kinda-
I like watching young bucks, stepping up, so it's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of to be expected, right? You put in a good time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And it was something like it was a lesson learned for next season for sure.
We had our 24 hours of fame. We're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in the top 10 on that one at some point, I think. Not
I
anymore.
think you were. You were actually in the top 10 a lot. When me and Nikki traveled, bro, we were the ones that kind of wiped you out.
Yeah, you guys knocked me down a bit. Well, because I got in there early because I knew what the tracks were
Yeah,
for
totally.
when people were still figuring them out. So
And because you knew it was your only chance to make top 10. Everybody else got there like us. We felt the same way. We're like, get it now.
yeah, my goal was just to ride all the tracks before anybody else, which I actually
For sure.
You did, right? You were the
Succeeded.
first one, right?
Yeah, I pulled it.
Sweet. Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
Good job, buddy.
Yeah, yeah. You
Nice
guys got to get out to Fresno, right? You haven't been there yet?
That's the only one I'm missing.
Yeah, Fresno,
Yeah.
and I still got to do slow. I did Monterey, but I wrecked on my run like hard. A lot, like I was going for it. I was in a rush because the sun set already, and I was going down that final straightaway uphill. And the guy with a couple dogs kind of got in my way, and I ate shit at like 21 miles an hour.
Whoa. Yeah.
It wasn't-
That uphill's not that fun.
No. And be careful for tree branches on that one. I knocked my head pretty hard on one of them.
Yeah, you got to get low for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's Monterey. Yeah, I don't think much changed on that one, so keep it moving. Here's Fresno. Okay, so yeah, Michael Watts McKenna came in and took first on this one. That was recent. And then
Oh wow.
everybody else is the
Jeff and
same
Dave, yeah?
still. Oh, actually, no, Devin. Devin came in and took fourth. So I know.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
good, huh?
Shaked it up, huh?
Yeah, Devin
Nice,
and
good job,
Devin
buddy.
and Drew did like a road trip and hit a bunch of the tracks.
Very nice.
So yeah,
Nice
Fresno is
job.
a fun one. Gets super hot, so you want to try to go either like evening or morning.
Nice to have that
Dang,
before
that's
that.
a long run.
It's a long. Yeah, it's the
How
longest
How many
one there
miles
is. I think it's like almost 3 miles.
Is it really?
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, it's the longest one there is. That's why like the time
Leg
gaps are
burner.
weird.
Mostly
Yeah.
downhill? Mostly downhill?
Nah, it's pretty flat. There's kind of ups
And
and
a
downs.
scary cliff feature.
Oh, just I call those sections Vertigo City.
Oh, you'll definitely have vertigo on this one. It's just this steep
Yeah.
drop right to the lake.
Look forward to it.
It's sketchy, but luckily that part of the trail is like smooth, so you know you don't screw
Yeah.
up. You should be good.
All right, cool. I won't have to lose my board again.
Nice.
Okay, it's Fresno. So Devin's on there. Michael's on there. Okay, let's keep it going. Slow. Hazards Peak.
Fun. I love that one.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
one is awesome.
Riding.
Yeah.
Look forward to
I
riding.
didn't even get to see the view. It was overcast the day we were there, but the trail itself was
Oh, you
just
couldn't even see it?
fire. No, I mean, you could see the rocks at the edge, but that was it.
Oh yeah, the view is epic.
Yeah.
That's the same.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
just
I read
wanted to
that.
see it.
The fog is probably pretty like calm in there.
Yeah,
It's
for
cool.
sure.
That one's got to be the closest to the ocean out of any of the tracks.
Oh, yeah. It's
That
probably
one.
on it.
Yeah, you can see it. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Look at Travis sneaking in there again. Dang.
Yeah, he hit it recently, and also Devin hit it recently.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Devin's locking some down.
So
He's
those
fast.
are the two new
quick.
ones.
Nice.
Oh,
Good job.
and Drew actually too. So Drew's
Who's that?
Drew. Andrew.
Oh, Andrew. Yeah.
Oh,
he's in-
he's
he's in fourth.
Yeah, wow, yeah.
So he got a good
Drew
time
is
on that.
pairing 4.
Yeah.
Elijah too, right? Elijah hit it before, yeah.
Elijah and Bodie were there earlier. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there were some changes on that one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nice work, everyone.
Good job, guys.
good job.
Okay, keep it going. Next one up is Vegas. All right, obviously your home turf.
Yeah, buddy.
Let's talk about our boy Floaty for a second here. Why don't you just tell us the
Oh
story?
my God! By once.
So once again, once again, I get the phone call, passing through town. What do you think about hitting this segment out in Boulder? I'm like, go get it. So yeah, Floaty came in actually yesterday on his way to Race for the Rail. And he told me, he was like, hey, you mind if I was like, yeah, of course, dude. My door's always open. So he said, I'm going to come by your place, split up the drive, So yesterday on his way in, he decided to reroute to Boulder instead of straight to Vegas. He called me up. He said, hey, I'm going to get there about an hour or so later than I planned to. He's like, I'm stopping off in Boulder to see if I can snap this time. I was like, you go for it, brother. So he sent me a pic. I think I sent it to the admin group. And he showed me I had beat Bodie's time by a second on a stock board.
On a stock.
Whoa, because he's practicing for Race for the Rail, right?
He's
Wow.
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he stomped it on a stock board.
Damn.
And then he told me he live streamed it. He ran a run. And he live streamed. And he still beat my time.
Dude, that's
So,
crazy.
yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
both.
he did it like 3-4 times, I think he told me, and
Okay.
live streamed it once or twice, and then broke. He broke this time, I think, on his second or third run.
That's insane.
Yeah,
That's so awesome. Yeah, this is like the Bodie Floaty battle here, because
so nuts.
Bodie took
And Austin.
and
Only
Austin's in there too.
Yeah.
But just
Yeah.
like, you know, Bodie came and took the whoops, and then Floaty took it back.
Yeah.
Then Bodie
Yeah.
took Vegas. Now Floaty took Vegas.
Some tells me Bodie might be flying through Vegas again.
Yeah. Stop on the way back. You should, right?
Battle of the boys right now, you know?
Yeah.
Way back from Utah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
awesome because like last week Bodie was on and he talked about the Vegas trip, and so now you know things change quickly. So
And I know that, and I know Bodie and the boys are coming out for like some sort of birthday party to Vegas the weekend after the rail, so he might get in a day or two early to try to take
Yeah.
this business back. We'll see.
well he'll need to because like the deadline now is August 8th.
8th, right?
It ends
Yeah.
on the 8th, so
Cool.
really not that much time left, especially if
No.
they're traveling back from Race for the Rail. You know.
Yeah. So we'll see how it goes down. You
Yeah.
know, see who shows up. The weather this week's been actually pretty mild, so never know.
You'll get some more visitors on the way back, I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure. It just might have been a question of, you know how it goes. Once people start running in, it gets more competitive.
Yeah.
You know, it starts shaving times off. So maybe everybody, you know, after the rail, a couple people might shoot down. I have a feeling there's going to be definitely a couple of attempts. You know, maybe you might see Kyle Hansen roll through here. It's on his way home. You might see, you know, so
He's already on there, then.
yeah, he might want to give another crack. You know what I mean?
We want that.
You know, get hyped on the rail.
Yeah.
Let's get going. You know.
We might
Yeah.
be swooping by again.
You might as well, yeah.
You know, shit, it's my home turf. But better watch out there, Noah. Coming for you. That top 10 spot, buddy.
It's been cool to see people actually go all the way out there to hit it again.
Yeah,
right? So,
right.
Yeah. Odie did it. It was 118, you know? And,
Yeah.
It was so hot that day.
That's
I couldn't
insane.
even believe he did it.
and Floaty did it. Floaty did it racing the clouds because it started pouring last night right after he
Yeah.
left. It was flash flood warnings and
Oh,
everything.
yeah,
Yeah.
really?
Oh,
Yeah.
it was hardcore
His
last night.
timing was crazy because if it had started raining earlier, he wouldn't have been able to do it, right?
I literally called him as he was pulling up the boulder because I was like, hey, I'm like, yo, the weather's like not looking so hot over here. He's like, I know. He's like, I'm going to run it like 3-4 times really quick and get the hell out of here. So he like did it. He was like, as I was getting in my car, he's like, it just started to downpour. He's like, the clouds broke open. So yeah, it was pretty dope.
Okay. So, yeah, that's Vegas. Once again, we'll mention sponsored by Zen Rides. Thanks to you. Okay. Keep it going. The whoops, LA.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if anything changed here really besides.
Reddit took it back over, right? But that was last week, yeah.
Yeah.
Who else? Tyler's already up there. Kyle.
Kyle, I'm not sure if he put a better time or not. I think that was earlier.
That was it was before, yep.
Yeah.
I think
This
for the
one,
most part, everybody's pretty much the same.
this one
Wow.
didn't change really.
Wow.
Okay, let's keep going.
Guys are massive.
OC, Orange County. Also, I don't think changed really since last time. Maybe Travis is new on there actually. Oh, and Kyle also.
Kyle bumped up too, yeah.
And I think Tyler is also new.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
Tied
What
with
about Elijah?
He's tied with him.
Was Elijah already?
Elijah
yeah.
had already been there, yeah.
Yeah, nice times, guys.
So some
Guys,
new
keep
names on the Waterworks board. All right, let's keep going. San Diego. Last one. Bowtie. Any changes here? I don't think so.
No, other than me and Jamie getting bumped even lower down the thing. No, probably about the
Yeah,
same.
which we can't see. I think actually, yeah, Kyle might have put a
All
better
that
time
hard
on.
work.
Yeah.
What's that?
Kyle might have put a better time on that one
Oh, I'm
Not
sure he
me.
did.
because he had a time that was.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
hadn't had justice with it yet.
Yeah. Because I think I was busting his chops about beating his time in San Diego, but he said he missed a turn. And then he was having a conversation, and I think I still only beat him by a few seconds.
Yeah, I think I was tied with his original time before he was really racing it.
Just so you know, he was having a conversation with the guys on the utility
Yeah.
road.
Oh, he stopped it. Yeah, he stopped to have a chat.
Turn. Yeah, so he had a full blown conversation and everything. And, you know,
So yeah,
I ripped him a little bit. Told him I beat him at something.
there you go. Nice.
That's a fun one. I enjoyed that course.
Yeah, I like San Diego. That was a fun course too.
It was
Yeah.
chunky. Felt like Vegas. kind of
Short
desert like, yeah,
Short and sweet.
hot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hot too. Especially for San Diego.
Yeah, that was cool though. It was dope. And all the mountain bikers out there are pretty dope too. They were pretty cool, pretty chill. You know,
Yeah,
they were
that's
super
good.
stoked about being there. Yeah.
Nice. So now we're getting into the amateur standings. Amateurs. All right. Here it is.
Super rad you guys did that, by the way, to give everybody a chance.
Yeah, I mean, the goal, real quick, as Ryan has mentioned, is like we didn't want it just to be what he calls, the pro show. So everybody knows who's going to be the top. But the whole idea with Underground is it should be open for everybody. Everybody should have a shot.
For sure.
So yeah, like amateurs, it's been kind of a discussion of what qualifies you as an amateur or a pro. We're kind of feeling it as we go, but mainly, if you're sponsored, you're a pro. If you're racing as a pro or winning as a pro, you're a pro. And then with amateurs too, we're putting, because we don't have like Clydesdales or Groms or Over the Hill separately really. So those are going into amateurs as well. So the amateurs is kind of a bit of a mix. And women is also separate from that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So looking at the amateur standings, Michael Watts McKenna is killing it at the top.
Great
job,
Michael.
Yeah.
Great.
Him and Drew have been battling it out a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Drew.
Devin. Nice, boys.
And then the new one here is Devin. Because Devin, hit all these tracks. Like I think he's hit almost all.
Is he done or has he still got more to go?
Did he hit them all or is he still got a couple?
I think he has hit all of them, actually.
Okay.
But I know he was in Fresno. I think he might hit all of them. So that's why his score is up there, because he's getting
for sure.
Accumulating the point.
Yeah, and these 0.1s. So if you get into the top 20 now, you get a 0.1, which is it's to try to like break ties, because there's a lot of ties happening.
Yeah.
And then so next two are basically the founders of Underground Circuit, Teddy and Ryan, aka Soul Rider.
Yeah.
And so now they've said they're not planning to race in the finals. So even though I kept them in the score here, but they won't be racing in the finals.
Is it top 5 that are getting into the finals or for amateur?
Yes. It's a top 5 invite here. So right now you would think it would be Michael, Drew, Devin, Adanja, and Gavin.
Is he coming from? Is Adanja going to come from Hawaii?
Well, so that's kind of the other thing is like the invites will go out. Obviously, there's going to be people who can't make it. Adonja's coming from Hawaii, so we'll see. And then it's kind of like if people decline, then I think we would just go down the list, and the invite would just move down.
Got it.
Word.
But yeah, Donja and Gavin are Groms, so it's pretty awesome that they're tied for 6th place in there.
Yeah. Nice job, kids. Good job.
Yeah.
We got Jordan 8th. Oh, look at this name. Jamie, you're up there. 9th.
Who's that guy? Who that guy?
Nice work.
I see me up there.
Some more Hawaiians down at the bottom. Logan and Jafari.
Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan from San Diego.
Jafari.
And then Neil from San Diego.
Sick.
Representing us old guys, Neil. Nice job.
Okay, so yeah, that's the amateur top 10 or so. Okay, let's move on to women's standings. Okay, as we mentioned, Raquel has a commanding lead at the top, but is now injured. I mean, to be real, I don't think any of the ladies are going to be able to match her score in the last week or two.
How does it work for the finals, Ben, as far as are you guys inviting top 5 or for the women's?
It's going to be 3 invites for women's.
Top 3.
Top 3 women. So
now since Raquel's hurt, is it going to go down to Allie, or how does that work?
Yeah.
Tori's next.
I mean, Tori and then Allie. Are you going to invite since she's,
I think based on this, the invite will be Tori, Brenda, and Allie.
Got it.
Assuming this doesn't change.
As of now, as of now. Now, is the championship determined by the finals race only? In other words, like the top scorers, top 3, top 5 in that case, and then whoever wins that actual final race is considered the champion for the circuit, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's call it TBD. To
Yeah.
be determined.
That's
Good question. I'm sorry for the good question.
That's a tentative, yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Wow.
it was always the idea to have a finals in-person race where now it's not time trial. Like Strava's not in there at all. It's like a head-to-head race.
Heads up, board
Yeah,
cross.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
and I
for
think
sure.
that's kind of the goal. Okay, so yeah, that's women's. Raquel's in first, Tori second, Brenda third, Allie fourth, Mercedes in fifth, Camilla and Jen tied sixth, Christy and Mandy tied eighth, Lauren Pearl tied for 10th. Yeah, and there's still time, so get out there, ladies, keep riding. Okay, let's move on.
Congratulations, girls. That's
Good
awesome.
job, ladies. Way to represent.
Okay, let's move on to the finals now. Here's where we cue the drum roll for men's pro. And there it is. Okay. Austin, still in first.
Man, look at that.
You're a
lead.
beast, bro, with
You're a
29
beast.
points. What's wrong with you over
I
there?
think he had 30 points last time, so he lost 1 point.
Oh, no.
Big change here. Brendan, Floaty, of course, taking first in Vegas, bumped him up.
Yeah.
Cashing in. Good job, Brennan.
Good Dave and Jeff neck and neck.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they're tied there. So, and then Bodie got bumped down by Floaty.
Raquel, Travis, Elijah.
Dave and
Yeah.
Jeff, Neil in 6, Jesse.
Stack top 10 right there.
Yeah, I think Travis now has broken in here. I don't think he was in this before.
He wasn't on top 10, was he?
So, but he hit a bunch of tracks. So, and then Elijah in 10th. So, yeah, this is the pro standings. And then
Nice, and
yeah.
represent the woman on there.
Like,
Sweet.
oh, so awesome.
Total beast.
and obviously a lot of these people are going to race for the rail. So, because they're
Yeah.
racing and race for the rail. So,
Yeah.
they're not racing underground tracks this week, or this weekend.
Not this week.
So it's a chance for everybody else to try to move up a little bit, maybe, if you can
Get some
crack their
points.
ties.
Get out there.
Yeah,
Get out there. Got about 2 weeks left or a little less.
yeah. Really
Well, this
only
weekend
like
out because they're all going to be watching the live stream.
Everybody's
so.
too busy watching,
Yeah.
too busy watching the rail.
a race during the day, watch the live stream in the evening.
Right.
There you go.
We'll start till 5 on the West Coast, people.
Yeah. So yeah, these are the overall standings, and at this point, I think we're pretty much good. That's what happened this week in the underground circuit, and yeah, thanks to Jamie and Joe for joining us. First
Thank you.
ever surprise guest. Pretty awesome.
And surprise introduction.
Yeah, and congrats on Wheels
Yeah,
Zen
how we do,
Rides.
Pen.
Hit up.
We
So
can't be normal. We're far from normal over here.
when does the store actually open in Vegas?
We'll be open by September 1st officially.
Okay, it's coming up quick.
More details
Yeah.
to follow.
More details
Lots going to
to
be.
follow. Speaking of, I guess since we're on here real quick, if you don't mind, I'm going to give a date for the weekend of October 15th, 16th, and 17th is going to be the 702 One Wheel Sin City Shred 2 event, which will include Meals on One Wheels on October 16th. So we'll be feeding the homeless. And then we have a pretty stacked event. So check it out. Official announcement will happen August 1st, right after the race for the rail.
Nice. Sounds awesome.
Now,
Everybody,
mark it on your calendar.
Yeah.
October.
mark your calendar now. Head out to Vegas.
Yeah, this event's going to be a lot of fun, too. We got a lot of fun stuff planned for it, so it's going to be pretty dope.
Yeah, that's actually on my birthday. Hopefully,
Oh,
Hopefully-
Gotta
Hey,
man.
we'll throw a birthday
Hopefully I-
too.
hopefully I can come out.
Come on, bro. You want
We'll get you a cake, bro.
Right.
It's got to be shaped like a one wheel.
Yes.
We're gonna
Done.
and we're gonna get Steve Aoki to feed it to you.
There you go. Nice. All right, guys. I think we're good here.
All right.
So, yeah, thanks for joining, and
Thanks for having
yeah.
us, man.
Yeah,
happy
thanks for having us.
trails. Cheers.
Yeah.
Guys.
Happy trails.
Cheers.